Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome. I'm John Trenton-Goss, the principal here at Kent Island High School, and I welcome you to what we call our favorite morning of the month. So here's the way that it works. Each month, we have a very representative, a teacher from each of our 9 departments. We give them a very difficult task. They are to select one student of the many, many that they encounter every day that truly shines due to their daily efforts and truly has risen above the rest. And we get together this morning to hear their stories. So we'll get started with our Career and Technology Education Department and Ms. Mammis.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Mammis, and I run the marketing and management program at Kent Island High School. I do the yearbook, and I run the school store. So our student of the month for career and technology is Mackenzie. She's an amazing student who really exemplifies the kinds of things we want students to do when they're in college. And she's already doing them now. She is so involved and so excited by the concepts of marketing that she has taken upon herself to get several internships for businesses, some paid, a few unpaid, where she's really learning those core concepts of marketing, which is beyond advertising, because that's only one tiny little piece. She's also gone on LinkedIn and found ways to connect with professionals in the field to learn more about the field. She brought in a really good professional to come and talk about marketing with our class and share the things she's done. When we talk about marketing plans and we talk about introduction of new products or launching of a new business, she's already done it. And her internship mentor feels so strongly about her that she put her in charge of a project for the wheel, right? What's that? Tell them a little bit about that.
So I was in charge of making a competitor, it's kind of just a chart about the competitors in the area for a new business that's launching in St. Louis. So I was in charge of researching and coming up with part of the presentation that would be presented to the people that own the wheel and are opening it up and launching it this summer.
And her mentor, who does this for her living and is very good at it, used Mackenzie's presentation and had her work with the client hands-on. As a high school student, that's almost unheard of, to have them have that kind of impact with a client. So she's actively searching for ways to increase her knowledge. When I had a substitute that was an executive in the marketing field, she took time after she was done her assignment to talk to her about what she does and get impact and find out what can I do to prepare myself better. So that's why we chose her for Student of the Month, because she's already doing those things that we are looking for students to do when they get out of the field and are ready to enter the workforce. She's doing them now. So congratulations.
Next, we'll go to our English department with Ms. Riley-Wilson.
Good morning. I have the privilege today to present Student of the Month to Lauren Smoot. And I had so many good things to say about her, I wanted to write them down so that I didn't miss one thing. Lauren may be petite and tiny, but she cast a huge presence, so I wanted to make sure that this all got included. To start with, English is not one of those classes a lot of people enjoy because sometimes it can involve a lot of reading and writing. And Lauren has an extraordinary work ethic. She has a positive attitude, even if it's not the most exciting lesson. She is attentive, listens, takes notes, and applies what she learns. She is also honest and gives me good feedback when I ask for it about the effectiveness or the success of the lesson or if it made sense. She is organized, and she has an old soul that is always trying to achieve and to go beyond the expectation. Like, for instance, today I wanted to see the past lessons I'd given in grammar, and I knew that if I went to Lauren's notebook, she would have everything organized and in order and everything that I gave them. We did a very important project recently that was counted as a graduation requirement, and not only did Lauren finish it first, but she finished it successfully and did an outstanding job. Lauren has a pleasant personality, she works well with her peers, and is a pleasure to have in class. And I wouldn't be surprised with all of her unique skill sets of having that outstanding work ethic that she would be a CEO and running her own company one day. The other day was some downtime because she finished early. I asked Lauren what she was doing, and she said she was working on writing a story. So we might be looking at a future new young adult novelist coming down the road. So congratulations, Lauren. It's a pleasure to have you.
Great job. Thank you. Next, we'll go to our math department with Ms. Giamova.
Hello, everyone. This is Sean. My name is Leslie Giambalvo, and I'm here to witness for Sean Marshall today. Excuse my reading because I have the same reasons Ms.Riley-Wilson has. My nerves will defeat me otherwise. So, Sean Marshall, a fabulous person in Algebra 2, formerly in Geometry in room 105 with me and 20 to 30 other students, just to let you know. Sean's a serious student. He comes in class, prepares himself for class, has a seat, glances at his homework, and then he might chat with a student next to him. Did you notice I said glances at his homework? That's right, he always has it. It is done well, without fail. Sean, of course, pays attention in class, listens to all the discussion, ready to ask a question, tracking the instruction, and when the students are working in groups, he's right there, not only participating in the current endeavor, but ready to enter defense for his thinking, to help another student with the concept. He's so fully prepared, so intuitive with mathematics, that he can appreciate the bird's eye view of the grandeur of the field of mathematics. Sean is gifted with intuition for mathematics and is a delight to embrace it, that he embraces the gift with full attention to learning and sharing the wealth with others. So congratulations, Sean.
Next, we'll go to our science department with Ms.Scuse.
Good morning. I am Ms.Scuse and I teach chemistry here at Kent Island High School. The student that I am nominating this month is Connor Wachowski. Connor is an outstanding student in my class. He comes to class daily excited to learn and prepared with his notebook and homework. Even if it's not the most fun chemistry lesson, he's there and he's ready to take it on. And chemistry isn't easy. So Connor participates in class. He's always asking questions. He loves to work with others in his groups. And he's an active participant. He's most of the time also the leader of his group, which is awesome. So I know whatever group Connor's in, they're always going to be doing the right thing and they're on the right track. Connor completes his homework and takes initiative to work ahead or try new concepts. And if he finishes in class early, he's always there to help tutor other students because most of the time he's already grasped the concept and he understands what's going on. So Connor, with your work ethic, you will go far in life, so please keep that up and congratulations.
Next, I invite Ms. Marquetta. Oh, Mr. Kovach.
It's you, Tim. It's you, Tim. We're sure.
Hi, my name is Alex Kovach. I work in the Life Skills program here at Kent Island High School. I nominated this month for Student of the Month, and I didn't tell him, Tim Miller. Tim is my ride or die in the classroom. I've been with him for 3 years. I've coached him through 2 sports. He is the person that I look to in the classroom when I'm standing up there. I look first at his eyes. If they're glazed over, I know that I have to change my approach. Tim is the first one to crack a joke. He's also the first one to ask 25 questions, and he's the first one to say, thank you so much for everything you've done. Tim, I'm so proud of how much you've grown up. Congratulations, my Student of the Month.
Great job. Congratulations. Next, we'll go to our World Language Department with Ms. Delgado.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ms. Delgado, and I teach Spanish here at the Cane Island High School. And this month, I nominated Camille among my students because she brings a lot of positive energy to my class. She always walks in the room with a smile. She's in my fourth period class, and when we are in fourth period, it's a difficult task for everybody to keep that energy and to keep working through until we are done with the day. She's kind of shy, but still she's always raising her hand to participate. And I admire that bravery of her willing to always ask me a question and being humble enough to take my correction. And she's smart and she has the qualities for the language, and I just wanted to congratulate her for the work she's been doing in my class. Congratulations.
Next, we'll go to our Physical Education and Health Department with Ms. Schenker.
Good morning. I'm Mrs. Schenker, and this is Gladys. And Gladys is so shy that I can't believe she actually accepted this award and was going to come in front of all of you guys. This is the second time I've had Gladys in class. She's in team sports this semester, and I chose her for a whole bunch of reasons. Some of them I'm going to read to you in Spanish because Gladys teaches me Spanish sometimes in class because it's not my first language and it is hers. So first, Gladys is very polite, which is Cortez, right? Cortez. She's a great teammate. People will fight over her to be on their team. So she's a bueno compañeros de equipo. There you go. She is saying it out loud. She said she wasn't going to. Okay. She's also a great athlete, which is why everyone fights over her. Not only is she a good teammate, but she's actually good at all of the sports we play. Yes. And she also asks questions. When I had her in PE class, she would not talk at all. But in team sports, she talks to me a whole lot more. So I really appreciate that. So I really love having you in class, and you really deserve this award. She's also one of the smaller people in class, but she will definitely get in every single game. Sometimes she gets knocked around a little bit, but we're all right there to protect her. So she plays really hard. So congratulations.
Next, we'll go to our Social Studies Department with Mr. Lewis.
Good morning. I'd like to introduce everybody to Rachel Guerra, the Student of the Month that I enthusiastically chose this month for Social Studies. I teach AP Government. Rachel has had either the fortune or misfortune, depending on who you ask, of being in my class all year long. So it's been quite the ride. I have a lot of students because I have a year-long class, so there's with the hybrids and everything, and I have a lot of high-flying students, so this is even more of an honor than you know, Rachel, because right now I have nothing but 4 sessions of AP Government, which means I have a lot of our best and brightest students, and Rachel shines very brightly among those students. A striking thing about Rachel is that when I announced that we were going on a field trip earlier this year to tour the Supreme Court and go to the Senate and House of Representatives, students were like, "Oh great, that sounds neat, a day off of school." And Rachel was like, "Supreme Court? Where they hear all those cases? That's amazing." You should know that Rachel wants to be, will be a lawyer, and she'll be a really good one because she's hardworking, she's conscientious, she's a leader, And she's not the kind of leader that will boss you around. She's the kind of leader that makes you want to work harder because she's putting out that effort and making it look so good and so easy. Rachel is going to get an A in AP Government. Don't want to bury the lead there, sorry. She's going to get an A in AP Government, which is not an easy task to do. It's a very difficult class, and thank you for making me look good. Congratulations.
Next, we'll go to our Visual Arts Department with Ms. Schulte.
My name is Mrs. Schulte, and I'm here representing the Visual Arts Department. And I do not think it's an accident that I've taught many of you. So I would tend to believe that students who are artists are also pretty amazing students in the academic areas. Just going to put that out there. So Marissa Nevins is my student of the month. First of all, she has a 97% in watercolor. Almost unheard of to have that high of an A in class. She works so hard. But far more importantly, we talk about a lot of 21st century skills. What can I prepare a student now, prepare them for the future? What kind of skills are they going to need regardless of what kind of profession they choose to pursue? And Marissa is definitely improving her communication. She's a little shy, not on her work, but verbally a little bit shy. So she's working on communication, definitely problem solving, perseverance, self-direction, and being able to evolve her creative process. So she is very eager when she comes in the classroom, and that is such an advantage for a student. If they are eager to take feedback and implement that into their work, they grow not only as an artist, but also as a person, as a lifelong learner. And that's something that Marissa has really grabbed onto early. She actually is new to Kent Island High School. She just moved here in October, but I definitely think that the art room is where she belongs, and I expect her to take a lot more classes in the future. This year was the first time that Kent Island High School participated in the Scholastic Arts Award. It's an international competition with over 350,000 entries, and this year we had 8 students place and win. I didn't have Marissa at that time, but I will have her work for next year, and I expect big things from her in the Scholastic Awards. So congratulations this month, and I look forward to that
Now we'll go to our Performing Arts Department with Ms. Wright.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is Vanessa Galliano. Oh my goodness. So, the others have said that they had to have paper so that they wouldn't forget. I have to have paper so that I can get through this. I've been crying all morning. I'm a crybaby. I've been crying all morning, and I only wrote this down so I wouldn't get flustered. I knew that I wanted to give this award to Vanessa. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I knew that I wanted to give this award to Vanessa 2 years ago. She has just been a wonderful person. Vanessa is kind, she is smart, she is thoughtful, she is smart, she is loving, and she is smart. But above all of that, Vanessa is charismatic. She has it. And it's that it that's going to just take her places that other people won't be able to go. It's that it that's going to open doors for Vanessa that others won't be able to walk through. Last year there was a little bit of a situation in dance where the dance company was divided. They were either on Vanessa's side or they weren't. And I tried to step in. Hear me say I tried. I tried to step in to settle things down, but it was Vanessa who basically took it by the bull by the horns and just calmed everybody down. And she came to me later and she said, "We're good," meaning the situation was good, and she said, "It's over." But it was due to her leadership that it was actually over. For that I say thank you. Excuse me. I'm sorry, we worked it out. I have paper, I told you, I had been crying all morning. Vanessa understands that she answers to a higher calling. She understands that there are plans for her life already in place. She understands that it's hard work, but it's more about people that will get you places and the relationships that she makes. You are looking at Vanessa. Vanessa, the young woman who is just wonderful. You are looking at Vanessa, the young woman who's going to go out into this world and make a difference. But you are looking at Vanessa, somebody that I will miss. I'm so sorry. Somebody that I will miss so much.
So that concludes our ceremony for this morning. And you know why I said at the beginning that it's our favorite morning of the month. It truly is. You've heard amazing stories told by just absolutely outstanding teachers. You sense their passion in those stories, as you just witnessed. And you heard those stories about really great students, but it's more than that. It's about great people, and that's really what it's all about, and that was embedded in each story that you heard. So to the students, I say this: keep doing what you're doing. Your hard work is paying off, and you hear me say that all the time, but today is concrete proof of that. So it's earned recognition. It is working for you, so keep doing whatever it is that you're doing. But I also thank you, and you heard also common threads in all those stories, and that's the impact that you have on those around you. That's a very, very important piece to each story, and it's very important for a school like ours, because that creates kind of a culture around you of success, because people are watching what you're doing, and they're going to do what you do because they know that it's working for you. So for that, I thank you. Parents, congratulations. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.
All of the student of the month with their certificates.